So this is the symmetry, which helps you to do a wonderful, great line, okay? And like I said, this is actually symmetry too, but it's in different parts. Now this is the cool thing, right? Look at check that out. Now I could take these right here and make it like that, okay? Isn't that very nice? Won't be doing double side of anything. Okay, there we go. We're gonna start with the eyebrow there. Like I said, I never know how it's gonna turn out. It could turn out different than what I thought. Okay, but we shall see. All right. Okay, there we have the nose. Okay, we'll make the mouth a happy mouth because it's Mother's Day. I feel pretty good. Okay, and we're going to draw this line here. Okay, this is how we starting this off. We'll erase that after I finish getting this. Now, I really should have done the face. Oh, let me get out of the symmetry because it's not even. And we can just, but I really should have done the coloring of this before I even put anything down. But since I didn't, we'll go on with what we have. I'm going to go over this because I'm going to redo the mouth, so don't worry about that. Okay, and I want to go on top of the head here. Okay, right around here to make sure. Okay, and we're going to go inside here. Okay, now how are we going to straighten this out? Okay, I'll show you. We're going to go back into the brush library and we're going to get a, okay, here we go. I think that looked pretty good. That put it back in perspective there. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to have to go back into our pencil and we're going to go into the color editor. We want to do black again. Okay, let's see how this would look. Okay, so here we go. We want to make this eyebrow stronger. We want to go back into making the eyebrow stronger, right? Okay, that looked pretty good. And perhaps we can use the same thing to make us some lashes. Okay, there's other pencils we can use in the brush library that will make this look more authentic. But right now we're going to use this, okay, to make it more authentic. There we go. All right. What color eyes do you think we should use? I think I want to go for blue. How about a light blue? Shall we? Okay. We're going to use the same pencil because I like the size of that pencil. We'll use that. Okay. Then we just go around and around like that. Okay. And of course, we're going to take the black and we're going to use this black again so we can put that little cornea there. Okay. That gives it a more realistic look. Okay. So now I see some spots where I want to, it's coming along nicely. Okay, we're going to take that. It's coming along nicely. Okay. We're going to have to add some black to it sooner to give it some depth. Okay. Now, here we go with giving it some depth. Okay. And we just put a little bit of something there like that and like that. And then we're going to go into the blending mode again. Okay. And we're going to bring that down a little bit. Bring that up a little bit. Gives it, a little bit more where you can see that it is a nose, right? Yes, you get to see that it is a nose with a little bit more darkness. Oh, we messed up our. Okay, so um, let's spread that out a little bit, and then we just got to go to the other side and get that hit that. We're gonna have to use this pen again. Okay, and that's we want to go back to the black and hit this right here. Normally, I would have my symmetry because it gives it a perfect. That's a little wide there, but you know what? We're going to go back into blending. That's the good thing about the blending tool. You can go back into blending and kind of size it up a little bit better. Make it a little bit more normal looking. Okay? Yes, there we go. There we go. It's beginning to look like a normal nose, shall we say. Okay, so now we're going to have to go and what I am seeing is this right here is a little bit off right here. So I am going to go into this, okay, and it's a little thick, but it'll be all right. We're going to widen this up a little bit more, okay, because it's offset a little bit. Okay, we'll widen it red, okay. I think red looks good. I like a pinkish red. Okay. I think that looks pretty good like that. We'll leave it like that. We're going to make it purple. Well, we could have made it purple and blue if we wanted to. Okay. Here we go. Or purple and yellow. I think purple and yellow would be even better. What you think? I think purple and yellow would be nice. We'll make all of the petals out here purple and then we'll do the inner yellow. How that sound? Does that sound okay to you? Let's see what we'll get. Okay. Like I said, you never know what you're going to get when you're done, especially me when I'm drawing. I never know what's going to come out. All right. So here we go. Looking pretty good there. I think the yellow's looking pretty good. We might add another color to it too. Yeah, I like the yellow. The yellow and purple. I had said pink in the beginning, but I like the yellow. I like the yellow. Hmm. I like the yellow, and we did have some black streamline here like this. It was going down like that, but let's let's do something like that. Let's see what happens. Okay, that's a little deep right there. Like that. Okay, there we go. Let's see what happens there. Oh no 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 no! You messing up something right there. Okay, we just don't want no Okay, we just don't want We're gonna have to go back to the purple and the yellow too. Okay, let's see. Let's put the red along here like this. Okay, it's still there. And let's see if we can. Is that a little too light? Or is that the same color? That's the same color. Okay, we got to hit there, and hit here. Okay, here we go. All right. Now, little off key right there for a little bit, but things right there make it look a little bit better than what it does. Okay, we want to. There's something wrong with this head here. Okay, we're gonna take that like that, and maybe you know what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I'm gonna add some hair because I don't like the way that look. I think I want to add this type of texture here, and this will cover that right there like that. How is that? You see how we can really make a difference? And that's what I like about digital drawing is because you can fix it up right away. Now we can add a little bit of hair here if we want to, just to set it off a little bit more. You see that right there? You see how different it makes it look? It does look a little different. You see right there? Okay. So what we're going to need to do is just take and, okay, use the blending again. We'll go into the blending mode, especially for the face here. Okay, isn't that good right there? And then let's go into the blending mode right here. And we're gonna, oh no, here we go. That's perfect. Perfect. Oh, I want my symmetry. I like my symmetric there because it helps to put it in perspective. There we go. There we go. And we put that around like that. Do a little bit of purple with it. And then I tell you what's going to set it off a little bit better. Nope, not red. We're going to do the black. Okay. And we want to do that really, really small. Okay. Like she's got a beard. Okay. We put that there like that. Okay. There we go. Like that. And we'll leave it like that. Okay. So, what did you think about our drawing? Okay, so now we'll have to go into the um, eraser. So, we got to erase the rest of the stuff that we use as our palette. Okay, and this too. And we're going to save it. Okay, we'll save it as we want to make the file because I do use Etsy. And on Etsy, I do JPEG and PNG. So what we'll do is we'll do JPEG here, okay? And we'll name it, uh, instead of Island Girl, we'll name it, uh, let's see, Face, no, um, Kind Face. How's that? That's what we'll name it, Kind Face. All right. So that's JPEG we saved it in. So that's it for today. This is not to be, this is actually private, but you know what? I'll send it out. How that sound? Because it turned out pretty good. All right. Now we can stop and streaming right about now. Your stream will stop immediately and you will no longer. Okay. End. Okay.